Hi, this is Brennan LaBrie, Kidreporter, reporting from Whistler, BC, Canada. I am in the center of Whistler, and with Devon, who at the Olympics is working with CTV and Whistler Live, and also works with a news network in Toronto. So, how did you get your job?
This job I got through CTV. CTV is the exclusive broadcaster of the Olympics in Canada. We're doing a production like no other, and one of the main, focal points for us was to get people all across the country to be reporting. So we've got people in Vancouver, we've got people here in Whistler doing a bunch of different things. I'm going to be doing Whistler Live for the whole 17 days of the Olympics. So basically what that means is Vancouver's represented, every province in Canada is represented here, but we really wanted to have like a local voice in Whistler to tell people who are coming to Whistler for the Olympics and for skiing exactly what's going on. So on all of our screens, we're broadcasting sports. We've got live performances that are happening every single day. We're doing updates all day long from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. here in Whistler to let people know exactly what's going on.
Cool. And so are you a skier or snowboarder yourself?
I'm a skier, yeah, and the great part about working in Whistler is every couple of days we get maybe a couple hours off because we're working 7 days a week here to go skiing. So I was skiing with my family yesterday. They came out, so it's really been a great experience. Not only are we here working at the Olympics, but you get to enjoy the mountain as well. It's been beautiful.
When did you first get into journalism?
Well, it's a bit of a long story. I used to work, and I still work part-time with a company. I work for CTV full-time, and CTV is a really big broadcaster in Canada. So part-time
Across Canada, right?
Across Canada. It's a national television station. So I work with a station called MuchMusic, which is a lot of music television programming. I've been working there for 6 years, and I as well just started working for a news network in Toronto called CP24, anchoring and reporting for them. So I'm working 7 days a week, very, very busy, but it's a great job, and I feel really lucky to be out here.
If you're working that long, you must have to love your job.
I do, yeah. How did you get your job, by the way?
With Time for Kids, well, I entered a national competition. They had me edit my own stories and my own videos and have a little blurb why I want to be a reporter, and I was chosen to be one of 12 kid reporters out of 400 entries nationwide for Time Magazine's Kid Edition, which is actually given to 3.5 million kids throughout schools throughout the nation. What were you doing at my age? Were you into the news then?
At your age, 10, I was probably wearing sweatpants and playing hockey. Not doing what you're doing. You're way ahead of me, and I'm 25, and I'm still considered young to be in news. So the fact that you're a reporter at your age is amazing. You've got such a great career ahead of you, and you're doing a really great job, by the way. What was I doing at 10 years old? Still in school, playing hockey. Hanging out with friends, watching movies. I'd never really thought about a career when I was 10 years old. So the fact that you're thinking about yours at your age is amazing. Yeah.
What is your favorite part of your job?
My favorite part of my job? I'm sure, you and I could talk at length about, what we love most about our job. I like being a communicator, so I don't, what I really love about my job in television and being a reporter is it's never really about me, it's about other things, and you're communicating with people, whether it's a citywide or whether it's nationwide, an idea, and you're kind of answering or getting answers for people that have questions, in terms of politics, in terms of entertainment, and I really like, talking with people, and I'm naturally inquisitive, which I'm sure you are as well.
I'm like that, and I especially like the people. And as much I love interviewing people, except half the time I'm the interviewee, and I'm also the interviewer. But I like being the interviewer a lot more.
Yeah, you have a lot more control, and
you kind of know what you're gonna say. You have questions, and and then you say, right, and the other people do all the talking.
Well, I mean, to be in the job that you and I are in, you need to be naturally inquisitive, which you seem to be. As a kid, I was always asking questions, and
my mom says one of my first words was why.
Right. Yeah, I think that was one of my first words as well. So you have to be curious. You have to be inquisitive across a broad range of issues, be them political or entertainment or sports. We're here at the Olympics, but you're doing a really great job. This is amazing. Yeah.
Thank you. And one last question: what has been the biggest story you've done?
The biggest story that I've done. This is probably one of the biggest broadcast events that any broadcaster can hope to be a part of is the Olympics. You know, one of the biggest parts about the Olympics, and one of the things that we're trying to do at CTV, is not only broadcast to the entire nation here in Canada, but we really want to tell every single story of the athletes, because we feel like when you're emotionally invested in your Canadian athletes, or in American athletes, or in Czech athletes, then not only are you going to watch, but you're really going to support all of the athletes. So it's really, really important. I think this is probably going to be the biggest broadcast event of my career so far. It already has been, and I hope for many more.
Yeah, well, thank you. Thanks for watching. This is Brennan LaBrie, Kidreporter, reporting for Whistler, BC, Canada. And that was Devon of CTV. Whistler Live also works for a news source in Toronto. I'll see you next time.